from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. As we'll see Michael Penix and the Atlanta Falcons versus Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first
Let's
drive.
go, defense.
Under center,
Lock
it's the
him up.
2017 Heisman Trophy winner. As
Work.
you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Baker going to throw this right away. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down, as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
What's up, Mac?
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he'll get
First
this one
down.
way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I appreciate it, Mac.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and
Man,
goes,
don't become starting all this. Man,
Sometimes
don't
you
do
get
that, man.
people
Come on
back
now.
off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go
Don't even start it,
beat
bro.
a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
I guess you could say that. But us,
Penix to throw on
y'all, I don't know. Y'all worse than us.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw with Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's London. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at
First
the
down,
25.
man.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Now Penix. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he will slide
First
to a
down.
stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Here's a screen for Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Penix on 3rd down. Caught out left side by Robinson.
We'll take that 3.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, this from 34. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they're going to start this drive at
That's
pretty
gonna
good
move
shape
them
as
back.
they get it up past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Here's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Second down and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Make it 4th down. Let's go.
Sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, a run from White. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll try it now with Irving. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Rolling to his left. This ball down the field for Pitts. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Mayfield on first down.
Give me that, Jesse Bates.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. To the air, Penix. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. straight ahead. It's Robinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Looking to throw, Penix. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A first carry for Tyler Algier.
Come on, a touchdown. Let's go.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
Almost another pick.
Even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
4th down.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Falcon football. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now a 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix eluding the pressure right. And past the 40.
First down.
He's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. This ball down the field for Pitts, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Penix. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Penix. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Robinson up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's complete to
First down.
And oh, he's just going to be short here.
I'm going for it.
Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They'll run for it with Robinson.
First down.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give him credit for that one.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, what a
Bro,
catch
oh my
at the 6.
God. What a
He'll be out of
catch.
bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Throwing on 2nd down, Penix. Throw left side, complete. That's Robinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm back, y'all.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this is caught by Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now there's a short one taken in by Otten. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
On 2nd down, Irving. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Mayfield on play action. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Mayfield throwing complete there to Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Mayfield. Right back to Chris Godwin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield.
Sack, man. Let's go.
Back at the 12.
Divine Diablo.
Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Baker going to give it to Irving. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go
A.J. Terrell.
just inside the 5-yard line. A.J. Terrell, the one who shot in there to drop the QB.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll be brought down, and looks like right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Robinson with another carry. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Hand off now to Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry up. Robinson will try to pick it up.